What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dominic Cruz coming at you with another video. Yes, another one. Another one. Um, yeah, I was trying to do that, but what's going on, you guys? I hope you guys are striving for your purpose and mission in life. You guys are going out there, working hard for it, grinding it out, and getting rewarded for it. Because at the end of the day, when we got our purpose and mission in life, good things do happen. Um, we're gonna do a little bit different today. I read this post and it totally resonated with me. And basically, it's relationships. You know, it's a deep meaning of relationships and defining you. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Relationships. Where do we get this definition and concept? Reliance and dependency, commitment and friendship. How do we define a good lover? Some of us copy our fathers and mothers. Most of us learn to copy others. You know, we do tend to copy others because we look at the movies and we have a fantasy of that's our ideal relationship, but nobody wants to go through the shittiness. The relationships around us give us the guidance to define. Why then? If this is supposed to work, are so many still not happy, more often inclined to reference marriage as a trap or feel trapped in their long-term relationship? Maybe we're actually setting unrealistic expectations, trapping the partner in our own insecurities, rather than letting them free, to be allowing their love to flow naturally. Instead, we cut them off with our highs and lows, easier to blame them for our unhappiness. I'm gonna stop right there real quick. Throughout my videos, guys, y'all see my videos, and I always tell you guys, I always end it off with striving for your purpose and mission in life. In some of these videos, obviously, I do come off as a little bit of blaming the ex, but I do also take full responsibility as well. It's not just her, it was me too. You know, we both set unrealistic expectations of each other, and I think that's where our relationship turned sideways. You know, the insecurities that I had, I honestly, for me, I did not like the idea of not having her in my life anymore. Not being able to be with her as my life partner. And to be alone. That was another insecurity I have. I didn't like being alone. At that time, by the way. Instead, oh, wait. um, but I'm realizing more and more they're a mirror of us. It's easier to resist than allow those deep, painful feelings constantly threatening you and me. She says, I blame him for not taking care of me. How dare he, when in actuality, I'm not taking care of me. Truthfully, that's what I mean by mirror. What we see in them is more often a reflection of what's buried inside of ourselves. So maybe we need to reconsider our expectations, look at each ounce of tension as a lesson, an opportunity for you to go through the pain to set yourself free, while also inviting your partner to just be. Yo. This line right here, what I mean by mirrors, what we see in them is more often a reflection of what's buried inside of ourselves, right? So, I saw so much inside when I was with when I was with her at that time. I saw so much. I saw so much positiveness in her. I saw so much greatness. I saw so much, right? But I think that was foreign to her because my personality is outgoing. I'm positive about things and then I'm happy with things. But obviously I also saw some things that was a reflection of my inner self. I didn't like being alone. I pretty much saw so many things that I was just like, whoa, is this what it was like to be with me? And then obviously with her, I'm pretty sure she saw some things inside of me that was a mirror of something that she had buried inside herself as well. Trust me, it's not easy having to accept that. It's not easy to accepting that, but it's the real truth. Um, and honestly, to this is really deep right here because it's easier to resist than allow those deep, painful feelings that constantly threaten. Right. So, excuse me, but 2016, the end of 2016, this is when I started the whole transition. Like I was doing dancing videos and I did like Rocket League video games. I mean, it was, and then and then after my breakup with that particular person in 2016, I was in shock for 2 weeks because I couldn't believe it was actually over. Because that was somebody that I considered that was my best friend. That was someone that I actually considered at the time the love of my life. That was somebody that I considered a life partner. But it was gonna. I knew from that moment that it was gonna take me a while to really accept that she was gonna eventually leave my life, anyways. And that pain was so painful that I literally was going out to places trying to forget. I literally drank to numb the pain. It helped, but it wasn't a solution. But I met great people in that process, and then, but there were still some things that I didn't want to go through, and that was that pain. That pain was fucking hurtful. And then when you find out that they go into another relationship, you're just in shock, but you can't do anything about it. When it's something that you got no power of, you're so powerless of. It's like I can't do anything about it. I literally have to let them go. If she really thinks that this guy is suited for her, then let her go. That's something that I really had to experience. And I remember that moment when I found out, I was just in shock. I was going through sadness, and then there was just so many things that pain was so big that I wasn't gonna go crazy because I was not gonna kill myself. Not to one, I'm crazy, but not that crazy. And then I wanted to reach out to her to fight for her again, but I was like, what the fuck for? She made her decision. I'm pretty sure this was something, in my mind, this was something that she probably wanted to do to forget about me. But I've learned in the long term that's not how it's going to work. It took me a whole year to get in another relationship. And within that and then within that relationship, I saw a reflection of who I used to be. I mean, that was on a whole nother level though. Because I'm not going to lie. I was like, God damn, girl, you rude as hell. But that year 2017, everything that I did not think that I was going to keep making these videos to tell you guys the experiences I've gone through. The end of 2016 was just like unbearable, man. It was just unbearable. And then when you come together, and then when you think you can get closure from each other, it's not closure. You're opening up another door. And then you have that hopes that that person's still going to make it work, but it doesn't go that way. I mean, after, and then when you're really trying again, but you're not being forceful, you're letting them. You're just letting them come and go, come and go, come and go. And it still does. And everything you tried, you really learn to love. You really try to learn to love yourself, and you really learn to love in such a way where the person you love feels free. You really give them that freedom, and because that's really what love is. You give, and you give that space, and it's that freedom, right? It's that freedom. But to look back at that whole entire thing, it was really hard, man. And I'm sorry, I gotta get emotional with you guys because who I used to be, that shit sucked. I did not like that person. That's why I'm like really tough when it comes to meeting people. That's why I'm really like I'm being more open with people now because I'm allowing myself to be more vulnerable. I'm allowing myself for someone else to come in and get to know me on a deeper level because at the end of the day, that's you gotta open yourself up. You gotta be vulnerable. You gotta get hurt again. Because pain is the greatest teacher, man. That's what's gonna help you grow. I swear to God, man. I swear to God. From that very moment, from that girl, from her and I splitting up, I didn't know this was gonna lead me to this point. Because I grew so damn much. I learned so much about myself. I even had my own business. And that was something I talked to her about at that time. And I thought she would be in that journey with me, but she's not. It's just me. And I'm okay with being me. I'm okay with actually being alone because I was not okay with being alone at the time. But I'm okay with it. And throughout the past few weekends, I met up with this life coach. He told me that I want you to tell me 3 things that's stopping you from actually accomplishing the bigger goals. I said, I overthink and I analyze. I sometimes want to seek validation and I have trust issues. And I said I had pain. I'm not afraid to let you guys know this shit because I'm being real with you guys. And if you can't even keep it real with yourself, you a phony. But those were the 3 things I told him, right? And they all circle back to each other. They all circle back. That pain to the trust, to the analytical, very deep when it comes to my thinking. It's a trust issues. He told me that, and then I was just like, I have to be vulnerable again. I have to be more open again. I have to let someone else come into my life to really open me up. Whether that's someone new or is that someone in the past, I have to be I have to be vulnerable again. I have to open up again. Because that's another way of leading yourself to happiness and knowing who you really are. This girl that wrote this, man, she's a really good friend of mine. I don't know what she's up to or anything like that. I know she has her own business, but when it comes to relationships, I don't know. I really don't know what she's up to be honest. But she's a really good friend. But I really want you guys to look deep and really circle those and really just look at yourself, right? Follow your purpose and mission in life, right? But really look at you in the mirror. Really look at what you've really experienced in that past relationship that you had, right? Really look at that. What did you have? What could you have overcome? What could you have accomplished together? I can say, no matter how hard I tried, and I'm pretty sure she could say the same thing too, no matter how hard you try, you are still going to be separate. Because there was something in life that we needed to learn, and that was ourselves. And I'm glad I got this opportunity. I'm glad I take the advantage of the opportunity of, being solo. I go to the movies by myself. I go out to these places by myself, to the beach, all that, because I'm learning to know who I am completely. I know some of you may not be watching this. I know some of you are going to clown on me for shedding some tears, but I don't give a damn. But that's pretty much my message, man. So if you find this information valuable, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a share. And of course, it's your boy Dominic Cruz coming at you with another video. Yes, another one. Another one. This is all chewed up. But another one. Take it easy, guys. Till next time.